All right, when Captain Shane York calls and says the fish are biting, I say, when are we going? Today we're going. Sun's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Start with a cork or what?
Well, that's going to be probably a guarantee.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the cork, man. How deep under a cork would you say, Shane?
Oh, that's fine right there.
It's perfect, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Shane's been catching these fish a number of different ways, but he said the guarantee is under a cork. So I've got this Versamax bolt about 2.5 feet above a 16th ounce death grip jig head and a Salt Strong power prawn. That ought to do it. And Shane, you're saying water clarity here is actually better than it's been, huh?
Yes, sir. We've been catching them out here even in chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. Well, we don't have that today. It's better than chocolate milk, that's for sure.
Found a speckled trout out here also mixed in with them.
Well, there's one.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is. Or a white trout.
White trout, yeah.
Oh goodness. Do you have pliers handy?
Yes, sir.
This guy will be bull red food.
Oh, yeah. Another trout?
Yep. Another trout. Yeah, sure is. Another whitey.
Huh. What?
Yep, you got a bull.
Yep.
All right, 3 casts, 3 fish. I caught 2 white trout. Oh, he came off.
He came off.
Shane hooked a bull red.
Right off the rib.
And I got another trout. Look at this.
I bought 100 back.
Well, that's a speck. Monster speck. See if I can keep this power prawn away from the trout. Trout love this bait. Yeah, I keep hearing stuff behind us.
Oh.
Is that the bulls? Oh, there he is.
Is that him? Yeah, you got a bull. Yeah, that's bull. I just saw bulls.
Yeah, the bulls behind us. Bulls in front of us.
Yeah, I saw him come up behind us. They look large.
This fish doesn't know he's hooked yet. This guy doesn't even know he's hooked.
He sees the boat.
He's about to figure it out. He's about to send me on a tour of Myrtle Grove. And Shane and I came and did this about a year ago in the same general area. And it was just as good as this. Just an insane number of fish out here. Look at all these, all these boils. These are not small fish.
The smallest bull we've caught out here has been 35 inches.
35 inches is the smallest. Well, same thing last year. Remember how big all those fish were?
Oh, yeah.
I think I caught my PB bull red last year.
Right. How big was that?
It was like 43, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest. We've had a couple of 43s out here. We haven't had anything over that so far.
Now I'll tell you, I'm grossly underpowered. I got the Sakuma tournament concept, but it's only a medium power rod. I've got 30-pound braid and a 20-pound fluorocarbon soft steel leader. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. Now I hooked 2 white trout and a speckled trout before I hooked this bull red. And you know these bull reds are in here eating those trout. Shane was saying last week he was reeling in a trout, had a bull red chasing it the whole time. This is just as good as it gets. It's like world-class fishing, man. We just don't know how good we have it. What did it take, 3 minutes maybe to hook our first bull? Well, you hooked the first one before I even did.
Yeah, came off,
Yeah, he's not done. He just happens to be swimming this way. You just wear yourself out, dude. We're just gonna stick you in the back and let you go. I know you don't know that. I promise you that's the case. All right, we got him. Look at this big monster redfish. We're gonna hurry up and get him back in the water because water temps are up. But I'm gonna stick a tag in him first. Big drumming male. Not the thickest fish, huh? It's kind of long and skinny. made 4 casts, caught 2 white trout, 1 speckled trout, and a bull red. Shane's made about 2 or 3 casts, hooked a bull red, but it pulled the hooks. Insane fishing, absolutely insane. We got shrimp popping all around us, game fish smashing it. Some of them are trout, some of them bull reds, birds diving everywhere, just insane. Just as good as it gets. Whew, I gotta give my biceps a break. I hope you hook the next one, Shane. It looks like you've been hitting the gym, so I think you can handle it. How deep water are we in?
It's about 3.5.
Oh, okay, so deeper than I thought. Okay.
That's usually what I look for in the, you know, for when they start spawning, is like that 3 to 4 foot of water.
There's another trout. Another whitey.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I heard it.
Oh, he ripped. There he goes. I mean, he immediately started running for deep water.
Goodness, that's a big fish. Now Shane is appropriately outfitted for bull reds. Probably a 4,000 reel, huh?
I think so, or and like a medium heavy rod, but he is.
That's a big fish. I gotta be honest, I'm glad you hooked him and I didn't.
Right.
Yeah, you put people in this type of action from out of state. Look at this fish.
Big fish.
Dude, that's a big fish. That's a big one. We gotta measure him.
38.
38-inch red. Just ho-hum. Shane's been doing this every day, multiple times a day.
Oh, he's gone.
Look at that. Love to see it. Oh, behind us. Hearing it behind us again.
Oh, there's some trout right here by the boat.
Bad time to have a rod wrap. This could be bad.
Yeah, if he grabbed it, wow.
Yep.
Oh my lord.
Hooked up already.
Yeah, I didn't even. Oh,
That's a trout.
I didn't even start winding it.
That's some brave trout. I mean, if these, I got one glimpse of these bull reds and I was that size, I'd find somewhere else to go.
And we have been catching good keeper trout too. But
He's on the small side, but he'll be a keeper in 2 weeks. Croaking male. It's a mature fish, believe it or not. Oh, poor guy. Well, if you want action, you've come to the right place. That one would probably make the cut if we were keeping fish today. A long, lanky speckled trout. Another croaking male.
I knew that was before he ever.
And Shane's got a bull.
I saw a swirl under the cork.
Uh-huh.
I knew he was about to eat it.
Oh, well, I was fighting my 8th speckled trout in a row. Shane hooked up another bull red. And he's got a big one. I think he's gonna be a minute. Ah. Oh, that's a big fish. Goodness.
Another big one. This one is 37, 39.
39-inch bull red.
He's gone.
Man, that's good. These fish are reviving quickly. Surprising in this hot water. All right, I'm gonna make a little bait change.
You got something black or dark? Or
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, something
same thing on those, black with the yellow tail?
right here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, Shane said by far the best bait out here has been black and chartreuse, so I'm making a switch to this vortex shad.
I'm guessing your first cast.
Shane's guessing my first cast. He's jinxing me. There we go, first cast. Really, the problem with that power prawn is the trout wouldn't leave it alone. That's a good problem to have, obviously, but not when you're targeting bull reds. Targeting bull reds with my trout rod. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, yeah, Shane, he busted next to the cork. Well, you know what, Shane?
That's him.
You won't get stoned as a false prophet. Goodness, this is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. So time check is 7:25. We haven't been fishing 30 minutes. And Shane's hooked 3 bull reds, landed 2 of them. I've hooked 2, landed 1 of them. Hopefully about to land both of them. Plus a whole bunch of trout in between.
Just to have some fun, those small top ones.
Oh, Shane's got him a tuna popper. Let's see what happens with that. If you reel in a blackfin, I'm switching. This is a big fish because he had a big first run. Now he's kind of chilling. He's like, what's going on here? Every pull he's wearing himself out.
Yeah, the reason I started throwing these giant top waters for them is from them coming up grabbing the popping cork all the time.
Right, that kind of looks like a popping cork.
Right,
So I'm warning you, if you come do this, don't hit the gym the day before. Because you will get a full workout. These are not barely overs. These are legitimate bull reds. Which is the same type of fish, same class of fish that Shane and I caught last year. And he said this is what he's been catching lately. Just really, really big fish. Fish up to 44 inches. I mean, that's a big red. Just so pretty. So powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Another big giant. Another big bull. That's what you love to see, that bait right in the corner of his mouth, because then the line's not rubbing on the sandpaper. Every redfish has sandpaper lips, and that's how they typically earn their freedom. There we go.
Oh, he's
already feisty. There we go.
How long have these fish been in this area?
They've moved in around the last part of July, and it's been pretty steady since then.
And based on your experience from last year, how long do you think they'll be in this area?
They'll be out here really good through October, November, but they'll be out here all the way into the end of December.
And I know you haven't been harvesting these fish, but if you were to harvest them, what would you find in their bellies? Any idea?
You're going to find a lot of shrimp because the shrimp have started moving in, and actually you're probably going to find some speckled trout because they will definitely eat the trout out here.
You can catch these fish on a variety of baits, but you said really the slam dunk is throwing a bait under a cork, right?
Yes, sir. Just throw a plastic under a cork. The #1 color lately has been the black with the yellow tail, but we've caught them on, chartreuse or lemon head and even white.
How important is water clarity?
It hasn't been too important out here. Obviously, the cleaner the water, the better, but we've caught them out here in dirty water, chocolate milk.
Now, a lot of people get intimidated and think, okay, well, he's a fishing guide. Of course, he's on some fish, whatever, but there's no way I could go there and catch them. But actually, this flat, you told me, you found very recently just by being observant, right?
Yes, sir. So we were on one area fishing, and we were moving to another area. And as we were driving across the flat, we saw 2 huge blow-ups right next to the boat. We stopped, put the power pole down, and made 2 casts, immediately doubled up.
Throughout the year, even in the wintertime and the spring, you do a lot of pond fishing. Do you find any fish this size in the ponds, or is it strictly out here?
It's mostly out on these islands towards the Gulf, the outside islands going towards the Gulf. But now you'll see a stray bull red in the ponds, but they're mostly on these outside islands.
All right, Shane, and if somebody wants to get in touch with you or book a charter, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yes, sir. My phone number is 504-232-7514. I also have a website. It's grippinglipsfishing.com.
And also a YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. My YouTube channel is Gripping Lips Fishing.
All right, fishing just does not get any better. Trust me, fishing is tough in a lot of Louisiana right now. I can tell you it's not right here. Shane is on an incredible bite, and he also is on some smaller reds as well. If you're more into slot reds, he can take you to do that. Give the guy a call. Trust me, you won't regret it. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. If you think somebody else would also enjoy the video, we'd appreciate you sharing it with them. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.